20 Memorable Best Quotes from Film American Beauty, 1999, American Beauty and Quote, 1999, directed by Sam Mendes, is a dark comedy drama that delves into the complexities of suburban American life. The film follows Lester Burnham, a disillusioned middle-aged man trapped in a mundane job and a failing marriage. Faced with a midlife crisis, he quits his job, begins working out, and pursues a carefree lifestyle in an attempt to reclaim his lost youth. Meanwhile, his wife Carolyn, obsessed with appearances and success, engages in an affair, while their teenage daughter Jane befriends the enigmatic Ricky Fitz, a neighbor who films everything around him. The film explores themes of beauty, materialism, conformity, and the search for happiness. Through Lester's transformation and the lives of those around him, and Quote, American Beauty and Quote, critiques the hollowness of the American dream. Its powerful performances, iconic cinematography, especially the red rose imagery, and thought-provoking dialogue made it a cultural touchstone, winning 5 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. Lester Burnham. I had always heard your entire life flashes in front of your eyes. The second before you die. First of all, that 1 second isn't a second at all. It stretches on forever, like an ocean of time. For me, it was lying on my back at Boy Scout camp, watching falling stars and yellow leaves from the maple trees that lined our street, or my grandmother's hands, and the way her skin seemed like paper. And the first time I saw my cousin Tony's brand new Firebird. And Janie? And Carolyn. I guess I could be pretty pissed off about what happened to me, but it's hard to stay mad when there's so much beauty in the world. Sometimes I feel like I'm seeing it all at once, and it's too much. My heart fills up like a balloon that's about to burst. And then I remember to relax and stop trying to hold on to it. And then it flows through me like rain, and I can't feel anything but gratitude for every single moment of my stupid little life. You have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm sure. But don't worry, you will someday. Ricky Fitz. It was one of those days when it's a minute away from snowing and there's this electricity in the air, you can almost hear it, right? And this bag was just dancing with me, like a little kid begging me to play with it, for 15 minutes. That's the day I realized that there was this entire life behind things, and this incredibly benevolent force that wanted me to know there was no reason to be afraid, ever. Video's a poor excuse, I know. But it helps me remember. I need to remember. Sometimes there's so much beauty in the world, I feel like I can't take it, and my heart is just going to cave in. Brad Dupree. Management wants you gone. By the end of the day. Lester Burnham. Well, just what sort of severance package is management prepared to offer me? Considering the information I have about our editorial director buying with company money, which, I think, would interest the IRS, since it technically constitutes fraud. And I'm sure that some of our advertisers and rival publications might like to know about it as well. Not to mention Brad Dupree. My job consists of basically masking my contempt for the assholes in charge, and, at least once a day, retiring to the men's room so I can jerk off while I fantasize about a life that doesn't so closely resemble hell. Well, you have absolutely no interest in saving yourself. Lester Burnham. Brad, for 14 years I've been a whore for the advertising industry. The only way I could save myself now is if I start firebombing. Lester Burnham. And Quote, I feel like I've been in a coma for about 20 years. And I'm just now waking up. And Quote, Ricky Fitz. And Quote, Never underestimate the power of denial, and quote, Lester Burnham, and quote, this isn't life. This is just stuff, and it's become more important to you than living. And quote, Ricky Fitts, and quote, it's like God's looking right at you, just for a second, and if you're careful, you can look right back, and quote, Lester Burnham, and quote, in less than a year, I'll be dead. Of course, I don't know that yet, and quote, Carolyn Burnham, and quote, you cannot count on anyone except yourself, and quote, Lester Burnham, and quote, I am very, very, very pleased to meet you, and quote, Angela Hayes, and quote, I don't think that there's anything worse than being ordinary, and quote, Ricky Fitts, and quote, sometimes there's so much beauty in the world, I feel like I can't take it, and quote, Lester Burnham, and quote, it's the weirdest thing. I feel like I've been in a coma for about 20 years, and I'm just now waking up, and quote, Ricky Fitts, and quote, it's just a couch, and quote, Carolyn Burnham, and quote, I refuse to be a victim, and quote, Lester Burnham, and quote, I'm just an ordinary guy with nothing to lose, and quote, Buddy Kane, and quote, in order to be successful, one must project an image of success at all times, and quote, Ricky Fitts, and quote, you want to see the most beautiful thing I've ever filmed, and quote, Lester Burnham, and quote, this will be the high point of my day. It's all downhill from here, and quote, Angela Hayes, and quote, are you scared? I'm not, and quote, Lester Burnham, and quote, I rule, and quote, Lester Burnham, and quote, I guess I could be pretty pissed off about what happened to me. But it's hard to stay mad when there's so much beauty in the world.